Hello St. Damien students, it's Miss Griffin. I just wanted to show you this beautiful setting that I'm in. I'm in Radium, British Columbia. Last year at this time, this parking lot was full. There was probably, I don't know, 500 to 800 people probably crowded along here because it is the start of the beautiful Stations of the Cross that are out here in Radium. So I'm going to walk you through them. It's going to be a little tricky because there's a few people that are here and I don't want to interrupt them. So if I skip over one or don't talk for a few seconds, you'll know that it's because there's someone standing at one of the stations and I don't want to interrupt them. All right, so the first station, as you know, is when Jesus is condemned to death. These statues are made out of metal. They're beautiful. Sometimes they get vandalized, which makes me very sad, but they always repair them and keep them beautiful. Station 2. Jesus accepts his cross. Boys and girls, Jesus was given this very, very, very heavy cross to bear and had to carry it all by himself. As you can see, it's a beautiful day, sunny. I'm going to be huffing and puffing here, I think, because it's uphill both ways, like I used to walk to school in Saskatchewan. Station 3. Jesus falls the first time. As you can imagine, he was very tired. He was being pushed, the cross was heavy, and he falls the first time, and the soldiers were not very kind to him. They wanted him to get up right away. Station 4. Jesus meets his mother. This must have been terribly, terribly sad for Mary to see her son carrying this heavy, heavy burden. She would have wanted to help him, but she wouldn't have been allowed to. That must have made her so sad. The 5th station. Simon of Cyrene helps. The soldiers sort of tell Simon to help Jesus, and he's forever remembered in the Stations of the Cross as someone who was a helper to Jesus. Station 6. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. As you know, St. Veronica is one of our newest schools, and St. Veronica wiped the face of Jesus. He would have been tired and sweating and very, very exhausted at this point, and she wipes his face. I'll speak at the next station, but I don't want to interrupt people at the one after that, so I will be very quiet. Station 7. Jesus falls the second time. You can imagine that the soldiers were not very patient with him. I'll be quiet over the next station.
We offer you our lives offered to you. Meet us now.
That was the station of Jesus speaking to the women of Jerusalem. Station 9. Jesus falls the third time. At this point, I would imagine he didn't even want to go on. He was so exhausted. Station 10. Jesus is stripped of his garments. They were trying to embarrass Jesus. They took all of his clothes away and prepared him to be crucified. This is the most sad station, boys and girls, because this is station 11. Jesus is nailed to the cross. You can imagine the pain he bore for our sins. Station 12. Jesus dies on the cross. The soldiers were still unkind to him, even at this point. One of the people that were crucified near to Jesus, one of them asked for forgiveness right at the very end, and Jesus promised that he would see him in heaven. Station 13. Jesus is taken down from the cross. His friends and his mother took him from the cross, and then they took him to a tomb to be buried in. And the 14th station. Jesus is laid in the tomb. Thank you very much for joining me on this Stations of the Cross. I hope you are safe and healthy and keeping your social distance, boys and girls. Have a blessed and happy Easter. Thank you. I miss you.